and a reminder that if you can fall in love with, believe in the wrong superstar coach, even when it's obvious to some of us who see reasonably, if Mike Tomlin can fall for this, anybody can fall for it. And there's this divide in sports, and I think it's really interesting between fans, between media members, between the numbers, the analytics, right, the sabermetrics, you geeks, and/or on that other side, you idiots, and the old school scouting, I don't need sabermetrics. I think both have value. The problem becomes, like with our politics, this is not a political podcast. I'm not making a political statement. I'm sure we have people who listen. In fact, I know we do, who listen to the show, who have a range of political views. But there is a part of sort of how we think now that applies to politics and applies to this. And that is, if we have a belief, if we have a worldview, if we have a thing that's important to us that has value, anything that's different than that, too many people say that's stupid, that's dumb, that has no value, that has no meaning. And that, I think, applies here. Because you can look at the numbers and you can really get some value from that. And you can just be like, I want to be old school, and you can have value in that. Sometimes in the middle, especially if you're a numbers person, but also people who pretend they hate hot takes or opinions they don't like in sports, don't want to admit that the people that compete in these sports are human beings. And they are complicated and they are tricky. And not everybody's created the same in terms of pressure and attitude and excellence. And just because teammates love Aaron Rodgers doesn't mean that his love leads to success. And the fact is that Aaron Rodgers has been, going back to Green Bay, a cancer on his organizations. This is beyond dispute.